Facets 1.
Cornered in on either side by 2 original pieces. This isn't the original, the purple dog, which I really love. This bit of blue right here just crushes me. I love it. I absolutely love this piece. I love everything about it, but this little section of it just kills me.
The frame also is amazing.
Beautiful frame. Beautiful frame. This is the original artwork for what became Pump Dude, but the original artwork they called Yo. Nice piece, very well-known piece. Everybody knows this piece. We're going to switch over here to this case. In this case, we've got some of Jerry's original handwritten set lists, Jerry's original teaching lesson plan. I'd like to know, what this person would think today to see this. You know, all the times they told me, oh yeah, Jerry was my guitar teacher. People are like, yeah, sure he was. Well, I'd love to meet this Elizabeth and
Find out the story.
And figure it out. Say, how'd you do? Did you do well as a student?
How long did he teach guitar?
You still playing
for?
guitar today?
You know,
it'd be interesting to ask some
when
of
did
those
he
questions.
teach guitar? Like back in the day?
Oh yeah, but that's how he met Bobby. He's teaching guitar.
65, 64.
Okay.
What does it say? Pranksters attain molecular distribution.
Yeah, this is the 2 acid test graduation diplomas, Jerry's and Mountain Girls. And they've been a set. They're going to stay a set. They were presented together. They've always hung together. When they lived together, they said they used to put them up behind their desk, like doctor's diplomas or something. A couple of blank ones over the years have surfaced, but nothing like this has ever been available. And then we have a couple of amazing prizes for this auction. We have not 1, but 2 of Jerry's sketchbooks. Now, when you say sketchbook, it's not like he just doodled in these things. All the artwork came out of these sketchbooks. If you notice, except for the airbrush pieces, most of the artwork is relatively small size. It's because he worked from these books, and then they would take the pieces out of the books and turn them into lithos and sell them. You'll actually see certain pieces were trimmed with the spiral and certain pieces weren't. So it's not like, okay, here's a sketchbook with doodles. These are books of Garcia original artwork. One has 17 unseen images, original images. The other one has 21 unseen original images. I mean, can you imagine a whole little book of Jerry original artwork that you can carry around in your pocket?
Buyer does not get copyrights or reproduction rights to those.
Absolutely not.
Just noted.
So we have a lot of beautiful photographs from Bob Lincoln and from Herb Green.
Sometimes you get them. Yeah, I know.
Beautiful.
Herb Green, right?
Herb Green and Bob Lincoln photographs.
Yep, absolutely good shit.
There's some more Herb Green stuff over here.
How long is this running for?
When's the preview run till? Sunday. Excellent. So we have here what we believe are the original pressing masters for Wake of the Flood. Based on the dates and whatever markings are on there, to the best of our knowledge, we believe these are from Wake of the Flood. This is an original acid test LP. They are very, 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 very rare. You will hardly ever see one of these things. And I hear the actual music is some of the most whacked out stuff you would ever hear in your life. And there's a lot of ranting and raving by Kesey and a lot of cool, crazy fun
The
stuff.
pranksters going off on acid.
Now this book is really neat. This has got a ton of images in it.
Take it out. Yeah, why not? Let's do
This was actually a sales kit that Kelly and Mouse put together for their company Monster.
Right on.
And they had a handful, God bless you, a handful of salespeople to go out and kind of show this stuff off. And so they made these sales kit books. And I think there's 14 or 17 images within the book.
And they're printed on canvas, right?
Right, the original silkscreen on
Like
canvas.
today's version of Pelham's when they do T-shirt designs. Yeah.
But at a much higher level of quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some beautiful, beautiful images.
And the ironic thing about a lot of these images is that today, especially Stanley, he reuses a lot of these slight images in his current work.
Reuses them, absolutely.
Changes different backgrounds.
You see, like Kelly Mouse Studios, Monster Company.
Yeah, let's get that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Killer. Yeah, that's the old hot Fink, Rat Fink images. There's the Joker.
Ah, yeah, the Joker.
Jester.
Yeah.
How many are in there again?
I think it's either 14 or 17. I forgot. I've had so many numbers
Now
bouncing
this
in
is,
my
you know
head.
about this image? This is what Kelly, he did this before the Journey album cover. This was way earlier. It didn't come out for 6 years later.
That looks like Egypt.
No, inspired the, and there's, well, rolling. Hey, wait a minute, I gotta tell you something about this, please.
You already
see,
told me yesterday.
Yo, they had the original painting of this here 6 months ago, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
We're gonna post this on Facebook. Stay on topic.
All right.
All right, that's it.
And that's it?
That's it.
But that's a story, dude.
Isn't that wonderful book?
Yeah. It's 8 feet by 6 feet. It's huge. Back to the man of the hour, Mr. J.
What is this? Are we covering anything up right here?
Yeah, just flip it over one more time.
There we go.
There you go.
Excellent.
Awesomeness.
Let's keep moving.
Let's move in. Let's keep on trucking, man.
Here we have the lithograph of Wetlands 2. And this is the one that Jerry gave to his brother Tiff. And there's actually a cute little invoice that goes with this, a little copy that says, oh, you know, from Jerry and gift to brother Tiff, that kind of stuff. Just so they would know who to send it to and kind of keep inventory. But beautiful piece. I've got one, and so should everybody else.
Good answer.
These two pieces are incredibly special. These are the two large-scale airbrushes that were, until recently, relatively unknown. This one was completely unknown. Alien Craft, originally there was a Polaroid photograph taken of this shortly after it was done, and all the ties and all the Alien Craft related silk all came from this Polaroid, because this was stuck in a closet with this. And these two have been together since they were done, now at making the total number of large-scale airbrush pieces that are known, 7. And the most definitive photograph that is out there of Jerry actually painting, and there are very few,
Sure.
is of Jerry painting this piece. So it was very interesting to discover this piece, and then the validation of having a photograph of Jerry actually painting it
It's awesome.
left no doubt. I mean, no, you want to talk about no doubt. Picture of him painting it pretty much covers the story. And they're just incredibly beautiful as far as their color, their depth, their detail. And you can see this has almost the exact same tonal qualities as Wetlands, but in a completely different type of expression of artwork.
Correct.
This case has a lot of cool licensing items, watch item, one of Merle's leather hats. We have some nice lithographs. We have some one-of-a-kind items that were initially made to look at putting into the Garcia suites, but they never ran with them, so these are all one-of-a-kind pieces. We also have here, a lot of people have had interest in this. This is our Owsley Stanley first edition gold medallion from 1979. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here, I'm going to flip it over so that you can see the .9999 pure gold mark and the Owsley Stanley stamp.
I'll move anyway in 1 second. I just want to get this so people can see it. Go ahead, kids. I want to get the front too. Pretty nice, Sam, huh? Everybody should own one of these.
Everybody should have one.
I think
Absolutely.
it's gorgeous.
I couldn't agree more.
I agree, man. Oh my God. Can I flip it?
I'll flip it. I'll flip it.
I want a dirty fingerprints.
Let's keep
That's
everybody.
beautiful. I'm gonna get the front next so people can observe the stones and the beautiful craftsmanship that he did.
Absolutely. Well, he actually made the enamel by hand by grinding crystals, which is the way they used to do it 1,000 years ago. He decided he couldn't find good enough enamel work, so he just learned how to make it himself. Some of the things you got to love about the bear, you know.
He recently passed away, no?
Yes, he
He
did.
passed away about a year ago.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
About a year ago. Yep.
Just trying to get it here.
And then we also have Ramrod's tuner in here as well.
Yeah.
And Merle's
tuna.
hat. Merle's leather hat.
Yeah. Well, awesomeness. And by the way, the watches. Tell the story about the watches.
Well,
Come on.
the
man.
one watch is a production sample.
Yeah.
The other watch is a production example. Whereas this one, they sent this and they said, here, should we do these? And from what we've been able to gather, this is the only one that's quite exactly like this, and they didn't make any more like this.
Right, and then this one is the one they did put in
That's
production?
the first one that they said, okay, how's this? And they said, okay, this is good.
Right.
And so they started to put those into production.
All
Those were
right.
into limited production.
And it happens to be ironic that this is the Garcia Grisman combination one, which
Exactly.
was the children, not for just kids, I think.
So come
right?
over and check out the self-portraits.
All right, hold on.
Here we have the photograph of Jerry with daughter Keelan. You don't have to open it, it should be fine. And the two self-portraits that were derived from this photograph. And these three items comprise one lot.
Oh,
So they all stay together. They've always been together, they're going to stay together.
Good answer.
And in fact, there's also a plaque and a signature card that goes with this lot.
cool.
A lot of beautiful lithos. And the lithos that we have in the sale come from two sources. They either come from Jerry's brother, or they come from a source where they were used to actually make the ties.
Right on.
There were certain lithographs that they had to send to the silk manufacturers, and they would take the lithograph and scan it or photo, whatever they did, and then they would derive the silk pattern and make ties. So for instance, when you look at this volcano piece, every single volcano tie came from this piece.
Right on.
All the squirrel maze ties came from this piece. All the nude ties came from this piece. Now this is a really cool piece. You don't see these. This is not like a printer's proof or anything like.
It's not a proof?
People thought this was a printer's proof. It's not. What this is 6 first edition lithographs.
Oh, on one sheet.
Still on one sheet that had not been cut. They would print them like this, so they would have 6 different offerings at once, and then they'd cut them up, and he would sign them and number them, and they'd
that's
write
hot.
the titles on. So this is actually 6 lithos all on one page with a hand-signed Garcia signature
And
card.
the signature was added later?
Signature was added later, but
Awesome.
that is a genuine
Good.
hand-signed Garcia signature card.
Nice.
And the overall presentation of this is just beautiful.
This would look good on anyone's living room.
It looks good on
Everybody
it
should
looks
have
good
one.
on the wall, that's for sure. Big, beautiful, colorful, bold, good stuff.
Very
Really,
nice.
any of this stuff look bad on the wall?
Well-
I can't disagree.
Maybe one. No, no, joking. Yeah.
And this, if you have a really shitty looking
And you need a really big wall when you get this one, right?
Exactly.
You need a really
we
big
also
one.
have an original Egypt 78.
Yeah.
Color separations from the Run for the Roses record. And what's really interesting is as you separate them, you get the red, the yellow, the blue, and then you put it all
Yeah,
together,
that's
and
the
it's
finals.
and it becomes the.
Yep. There you go. Just like animation cells when you do cartoons. Yeah. Working. Very hot.
And then we also have, of course, one of the records to go with it.
All right on.
We've got some beautiful stuff here. A lot of beautiful Courtney Pollock pieces in here.
Right.
You saw the vintage piece out in the hallway. We have a number of beautiful Courtney offerings. All the photographs are online and in the catalog. And we wanted to display them with these beautiful certificates of authenticity because not only do they picture the piece, but you see the level of quality and professionalism that goes into
Each piece.
documenting the pieces.
Right on.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So is this an original? I'm obsessed with this piece.
No, this is the lithograph.
No, is the signature original or is
Yes,
it
that is a
screened?
hand. No, that's a hand sign. If
Okay.
they're screen signed, I'll show you actually.
Show them the chop mark.
Watch
Yeah.
this, come here.
Show them the chop mark.
This is the